What up, YouTube fam? It's April G Showers back at y'all with another episode of an hour with April G Showers. We have none other than Mickey Factz.
Smicky, what up? What up?
In the building.
Yes. What's going on, love?
Honored. All right, April G. Score, fist bump. Love y'all. Let's get it. If you can just give me whatever you're comfortable sharing, a little bit of background, like your age, family, kids, school, where you from, things like that.
Yeah. Mickey Factz, man, from the Bronx, New York. I am married. I have one son. He is 2.5 years old currently.
Oh,
And I just turned 40 last month.
well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's good to be in these 40s, the 40-40 club.
I'm 41.
All right, OG. All right. And yeah, man, you know, I'm just a lyricist extraordinaire, owner of the very first hip hop school for lyricism. And you know, we just making moves, you know.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you're from New York, right?
Yes, I'm from New York City, the Bronx.
Okay. I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go.
Oh man.
I've been to Washington, D.C., but I've never been to New York.
New York has to happen, man.
Yeah. Okay. Have you always wanted to be a rapper? And if not, when did you know? And if not, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Man, I wanted to be an astronaut, man. I really wanted to be an astronaut, and my friend told me, man, what if your helmet like busts open and stuck in space, no air? And that blink of a second, he crushed my dreams to be an astronaut.
Damn.
Then, you know, I was like, let me do something safer. So I was like, I'll be an accountant because I love numbers. That didn't happen. Then, you know, I went to school for law, so I wanted to be an attorney. During all this time, I was rapping. But you know, I didn't. None of it was
like a hobby.
Yeah, rap was a hobby for me, and now it's the career. It's the only thing people know me for, you know. So I'm glad I made the decision that I made to get to where I am now.
That's what I was gonna. When did it transition?
Well, for me, I think it transitioned 2007. You know, when I was just like, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel as a studying attorney. I just didn't. It didn't make sense to me, but hip hop made sense to me. So I decided to just take that leap of faith and move forward with, you know, doing music. And I'm glad that I did that, you know. Well,
I am too. So it's been your career since 2007. So that's 15 years. That's the year my son was born. That's why I could come up with that number so fast. But how long have you been rapping? Like, when did you first know you could rap and like write?
I wrote my first rap at 16 years old, so it's maybe 24 years ago. You know, I'm approaching 25 years of MCing.
Awesome.
Next year. And that's a very big accomplishment. I feel like once you hit 25 years, you are a grandmaster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
For me, I'm a master at what I do, but I think next year, you know, I'm gonna move into grandmaster status, and then once I'm in grandmaster status, you know, I'm just gonna dive into my school even more.
That's awesome. Do you have a specific writing process?
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, I like to write in different ways. So sometimes, if there's a particular point that I want to make, I narrow down exactly what I want to say, and I try to find the words that rhyme with them. That's actually been my newest style. I just kind of free flow and write, and I just don't stop. If I have an intention of doing certain things a certain way, then I'll put down bars to the side and weave them into the story that I'm trying to tell. But that's when I'm being very intentional about what I'm trying to do. But right now, I just kind of tell a story and let it flow. I just kind of just write, and whatever happens, happens. And I think I've gotten to that point because I've rapped so much, and this has been like an exercise for me, that I could just start typing and just put the words together.
Yeah.
I could be done with a verse in about 10 minutes now.
Yeah, I'm a writer as well.
Yep.
I've been writing since I was a little girl, mainly poetry, which is the same as rap in my opinion. But with me, it's weird. A title will pop in my head.
Mm.
And when that title pops in my head, it's almost like a God thing, I call it. The title will pop in my head, and I'll immediately know it's time to write. I write, I'm old school. I like pen paper. I'll write the title at the top of the paper and then just write. I'm not the type to write and stop. I write till I'm done. So that's what my process has really always been.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy. I love writing. It's very therapeutic for me. I'm
Mm.
sure it is for you as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's exciting to kind of put it together and see people react to what it is that I'm saying. And, you know, I do my best to educate through lyrics now. I do my best to shock people with what I say. And I like, when people react to my stuff, you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now, tell me about your class.
So I have a school for lyricism, and the school is called Pendulum Inc., right? The P right here and the P right here. Pendulum
Awesome.
Inc. is a school for lyricism. We teach people how to be better MCs. We give them the tools to be better MCs. So we'll teach them about multisyllabics and punchlines and metaphor and things like that. And then even deeper stuff like reverse punchlines, how to write a reverse punchline, chain punching, letter-fours, number puns, corner bending, glitching, splicing.
Hell, I don't even know some of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Root rhyming, a lot of this stuff that we do to attempt to push the culture forward. We also have a class called Rap Theory where we teach MCs how to rhyme on beat, give them the pocket presence and the delivery and the tonality that they needed.
That's amazing.
To be on beat. And then we have a mental health specialist on staff who teaches every Wednesday and allows for students to dive deep into the emotional and mental side of what it is that they're experiencing while incorporating the techniques. We also have a battle rap class that happens once a month. We have a content creation class that happens once a month. And we also have a business class that happens once a month where we teach you the business of music. And then we have guest MCs come and teach once a month. So far, we've had Inspector Deck, Fonte from Little
What?
Brother, Master Ace, Corey Guns, and Skazu.
Wow.
And this month is all women teachers. So we have
Awesome.
Lady London, Shay Noir, 40 Bars, and Rock coming in to teach.
Oh man, I wish so badly I lived close to a bigger city so I could be involved in stuff like that. I would love that. Like, that's
So
amazing. I
this is
think it's amazing too that you and your team or whoever thought of having the mental health special. That's tremendous to me because mental health is extremely important, and substance in lyricism is extremely important. And a lot of times we vent our emotions and our pain and grief or trauma or whatever through writing. So
this is an online school. So
oh
anybody can sign up for the online school.
oh
We're adding new classes next year. We're going to add hip hop according to finance, criminology in hip hop, visual aesthetics in hip hop, evolution of rhyme. We're going to have debate teams. We're looking to have a
oh
creative writing classes. It's going to be incredible next year.
That's amazing. And debate, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Creative writing, that just sounds completely amazing.
Thank you.
Pendulum Inc., everybody.
Yes, yes.
That's tremendous. When did you start it?
I started this in February.
Okay.
We announced it in February. We taught our first class March 13th. We had 37 students on March 17th, 13th. And we currently are now at 57 students.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's absolutely like inspiring.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, seriously. Wow. So, how did you come up with your rapper name?
I was watching Natural Born Killers.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
movie.
and it was about Mickey and Mallory. So a lot of people feel like I got it from like Disney or something like that, but it really comes from Natural Born Killers. And I fell in love with the character Mickey Knox. And I was in a group with this girl. She was a great MC. Her name was Driz Mommy, Erica Kane. And we were going to be a group called Mickey and Mallory. But she stopped rapping. So I just kept the name Mickey.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I don't need to be violent anymore. I just need to rap about me and the things that I know about. So I changed it. I came up with the last name Factz. So Factz is all I talk about. And then the Z at the end, it just looks better than the S. And
right.
Then it's the stylish because I like to get fly. So
yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever been signed to a label?
Yeah, I was signed to Battery Records / Jive. So when I was over at Jive, it was a good situation, and I was hoping for them to take things to the next level. But then Jive folded, and then I got moved from Jive to RCA. And when I got to RCA, I had a completely different team, and there was nothing that I could do. You know.
Yeah. Would you ever sign again?
Oh, no. I think right now my focus is on my school, and I think this is where I need to be. I feel like, you know, the records that I made and make, you know, I've never had a hit record or anything like that. But, you know, the records that I made,
You shoulda.
I wish I could have, you know, but, you know,
Shoulda.
things happen, you know, things happen. So I'm happy to have just contributed to hip hop in the way I have. And even as small as it might have been, you know, I'm grateful that people acknowledged what I've done.
Well, you're an amazing lyricist.
Thank you.
I mean, you saw my reactions, so you know. So I have to ask you about this because it was a tremendous track under not so great circumstances.
Right.
WRAiTH.
Yeah.
When you're in that space, that you know, like, what does it feel like? How long did it take you to write it? Like, were you in a space of like anger, or were you just in a space of, no, this is just hip hop, I'm gonna do my thing? And you know,
I mean, I feel like there was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of pressure on me. And I think I rose to the occasion in that scenario. I think it took me about anywhere between 24 and 36 hours.
wow.
I just kind of locked in and got it done very quickly.
Yeah.
I left a lot of stuff out. I just kind of wanted to, you know, speak my personal piece on what I felt happened, you know, during the IG lives. And that was the result, you know. It wasn't anything that, you know, my name was said. And then on the live, you know, I was told to respond. And that's what I did.
Yeah. And I was in your live not long ago, and you say, you know, you moved past all that and it's done. It's been a year and it's over, and you still respect everybody as MCs, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hip hop, you know, and I think, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of, you know, competition in that regard, right?
Right.
I just stepped up to the challenge, and I have respect for everybody that was involved. You know, everybody's record. I enjoyed everybody's record. I think I was vocal about that. I would have loved to keep it going, you know, because that's, I'm an endurance rapper, so like I would have loved to keep going, but you know, it ended where it ended, and that's fine too, you know. And you know, I'm happy for everyone's, you know, progression and success afterwards. You know, people who have elevated themselves, elevated their brands, and you know, no harm, no foul.
Right.
You know, I walked away, you know, saying, okay, I did what I did, and now let me put out this Black History Month project and start a school.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yep. I grew up, you know, like you, in the era with the whole Tupac Biggie situation, RIP to both. And I've always, you know, absolutely loved diss tracks and stuff. Thought it was part of hip hop culture. And I say in so many of my videos where I react to diss tracks, please keep it in the music. Just
Yeah.
keep it in the music. As long as it stays in the music, it's all good. Once it starts going out of the music and things of that nature, I don't want any part in it. You know what I mean? Because I just think it should never go that far, you know? So I'm glad everybody moved on and
Yeah.
yeah, but it was an incredible piece of lyricism.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, I mean, you
Thank you.
know.
I appreciate that. I did it, to showcase what it is that I do at that particular
Oh,
time.
and you did. You absolutely did. And it was tremendous. I reacted to all of them, everybody's. So, and at the end of it all, I said my thoughts. And if anybody wants to know, go watch my reactions.
Yeah. She has her final thoughts and she said what she said. And,
and
it is what it is.
it's nothing personal. It's
Right.
just my opinion,
Right. What's wrong with that? Yeah.
So you've done several freestyles. I reacted to a couple of them. Now, people get into the big argument about what a freestyle is, whether it's off the dome, written. And so I wanted to ask you, are your freestyles off the dome or written?
So that's a good question. Here at my school, Pendulum Inc., we're going to have a debate next year about that, right? Freestyle versus off the dome. What's better and what's the origins and, specific things about these two things. So freestyle is writing a rhyme that is free of style. That's writing a rhyme that is free of style. Off the dome is improvisation on rhyming. When I go up to these radio stations, I take my time and I write things specifically for that. And I think it's the best way to showcase those skills. The things I want to get off my chest, they have big platforms. I take it there. If I want to show a creative side, I go up to those spaces and just kind of freestyle and rhyme. For me, I can go off the dome. I've done it millions of times. I feel like there's a space and a niche market for that, and I salute all of those MCs that do it. But I feel like I shine better with written material.
And that's fine. It's like, I'm sure you heard it, Daylight's freestyle on bars on I-95.
Yeah, he went crazy up there.
Yeah. Like, I reacted to it and my mind was just blown. Like, and it touched the core of my soul. Like, it made me cry, and but yeah, it was but he had gone live and posted it on his channel explaining the bars. Of course, I didn't watch that or even know about it till after I reacted.
How correct were you with it?
I think I did pretty well. I mean, people were in the comments. It's funny because I get people that say, and I knew this when I started my channel, when people see this, they don't think hip hop bar breakdown. What the fuck does this old white bitch know about breaking down bars? Like, I knew that coming in, and I knew people would prejudge. It's human, it's human nature.
I think, from my standpoint, right? Like I think you were very fairly new when you reacted to my Style. And I don't know if I was the first person to post you, but what I do remember was when I did post it, people went crazy in the chats, in the comments. They were like, wow, she really knows her bars and she's giving you so much love. This is incredible. And I've been a fan of yours ever since. You
Thank
know what I'm saying?
you.
You know
I'll
what I mean?
never forget it. I'll never forget it. And it was actually shout out to Devo, the ambivert.
Yep. Shout out to Devo.
He is who recommended that I react to you.
Mm.
So, yeah. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget you posting me, and I'll never forget you popping up in my live stream and you saying G stands for goat,
Yep.
and
Yep.
my crybaby punk ass started crying.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was like, oh, come on, man. No crying, man. There's no crying in baseball.
Oh, bruh, look, I was a drug addict for 15 years of my life and numbed my emotions for
Right.
so many years. And now I allow myself to feel whatever it is I need to feel,
Mm.
you know, because if I don't, if I keep shit bottled in,
Right.
that's very, very toxic for not only my recovery, but for my PTSD, depression, anxiety, and all that. So, you know,
Right.
I've learned now who I am and what I need to do for me and my mental health. And, you know, it turns a lot of people off and makes people uncomfortable because I am the type I will cry during reactions because I get so wrapped up in the song and the
Right.
lyrics. I'm in it. Like that's all
Man.
I'm focused on.
But that's
And, and you know, and that's cool. Everybody's not for everybody, you know what I mean? But yeah, I remember that, and it was amazing, and I'll never forget. I mean, I still have this screenshot in my phone where you said G stands for goat in that live stream.
G stands for GOAT, man. You did it.
And yeah, I have it in my phone too, where you posted me on Instagram.
Okay, now here's a question for you, April G. This is now an interview. Am I on this wall here? Why am I not on this
No,
wall?
no, you're not.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so that's Mac Miller, rest in peace, right? That's him right there.
Yep, yep. I recently was introduced to Matt Miller in the last few months.
Okay, Mac Miller, Kendrick, love Kendrick, Michael Jackson, right? Michael
Cobb is
Jackson.
that shoe gang King Crooked under Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah. So you got the crooked people up there. You got Eminem, you got Tupac.
Tech
Hey man,
Nine,
Tech
and
Nine right
then
there.
NF, Juice WRLD,
Yeah,
and
come on.
then I got a
I
shit ton of those Funko Pops. I collect them if you can't tell.
can see, and my face need to be right underneath Mac Miller, right?
I'll have no problem. Where can I get
I can send you something. I need to be
I mean,
man. Come on now.
I have no problem wearing a Mickey Factz or Pendulum shirt or putting one a post. I ain't got no issue with that at all.
Yeah, we can. You know what? I don't. You know what? I don't need to be up there. Why don't we try to get you one of these? We'll get you one of these. All right. It's a pendulum pennant. Right.
It's up to you. I'll put you and that up there.
Yeah. I don't need to be up there. My school should be there,
You deserve it too. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we could put the pennant up there. We could put, have the school up there for people to see.
Okay. I'll have to figure out where to put it so people will see it. It's hard because my camera, so you can't see past Tech Nine back. There's posters past Tech Nine back there. So, but yeah. All right. How many albums do you have?
I think I got about, let's count them out right now. I got In Search of the NERD, Flashback, Heaven's Fallout, The Leak Volume 1, The Leak Volume 2. After that was Dark Phoenix Alpha, I'm Better Than You, Love, Lust, Lost, Mickey Mouse, Why, Why Not?
Damn.
That's 11.
Uh-huh.
After that was 740 Park Avenue. Love Lost. I feel like I'm missing a project. Hold on. I'm sorry.
And you got an EP coming out, right?
I got 2 albums coming out this year before the year is out. Wow. I feel like I'm missing something, but let me see. Because I was trying to go in order. Insertion to NERD. And I'm sorry, y'all, for not having this in my head.
Oh, you're good. You've been doing it for so long, I mean.
Insertion to NERD, Flashback, Heaven's Fallout, Leak Volume 1, Leak Volume 2, Dark Phoenix Alpha. I feel like I'm missing something in between that. Lust Lost, that's 7. Mickey Mouse is 8. And no.
Why not?
5. Dark Phoenix Alpha, I'm Better Than You, Love, Lust, Lost, Mickey Mouse, Why Not? 740 Park Avenue, Love, Lust, Lost 2. After Love, Lust, Lost 2 is Y3.
That's 15. You're at 15 now. You didn't put a finger up for 1, so you're at 15 now.
And then yes, and then the Achievement Deluxe.
Damn.
I'm Better Than You, so that's 18. After I'm Better Than You, excuse me, not I'm Better Than You. I Said Yo. After I Said Yo was Enigma. That was an EP. After Enigma was, I feel like I just put something out. Warp Collages. Then
that's 20.
That's 20. Hue, which is a dedication to my son. And then Black History with Factz. So that's 22. Then this year I have a project dropping, and then I got another project drop, so that'll be 24. And then I have a project with Crisis, that'll be 25, and then Mickey Mouse 2, that'll be 26. I'm probably gonna stop at around like 30 or something.
Damn. I believe I think I'm pretty right when I say this. I believe Tech Nine has 23.
Wow.
And I asked him, and he's been rapping since, well, he very first started in 1985, but professionally, a little bit later than that. But
and my album with what EP with Blue, The Narrative.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. That came out.
So that'll be 27 you'll have?
Yeah, I'll have 27. It's a lot. 27.
That's but he had 23, and I asked him, I was like, so you have 23 albums? And he's like, do I? So don't feel bad about not knowing them off the top of your head. But do you have a favorite album?
I think my favorite album currently is, I would have to say it's Mickey Mouse. I mean, this new album that I got coming out in October is pretty crazy. So
when in October?
I'm thinking like 3rd week. I don't have a date yet, but if I had to pick a date currently, it would probably be, let me look at my calendar.
My birthday's the 10th.
Oh yeah, it'll probably come out the 21st.
What's the name of it?
I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
I'm gonna announce it probably in the next week or so. I'm just trying to get the project done, but I do have a title for it. It's just
okay. That's fine. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite song of yours?
I don't. I think it's just too many.
Yeah.
When you have that many albums, it's just
yeah. Plus, probably all the features you've done. And
man.
Yeah. It's and the freestyles and yeah.
It's a lot.
Who's the biggest artist you've worked with?
I would have to say probably Drake.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't. You know what? It ain't no disrespect, but I've never listened to Drake like that. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't real popular down here. So I don't know a whole lot of Drake, other than like Forever, and
With Eminem, yeah.
Yeah, and Kanye and Lil Wayne. And I didn't think Eminem had the best verse in that. People will probably be very surprised that I'm saying that.
Right.
But
yeah, I thought it was a good record that me and him did.
That's amazing. What is your dream collab?
I think right now my dream collab is between Black Thought and Common.
Ooh.
Those are the two guys that, before I hang it up, I want to work with both of them. It's just a little tough to nail these guys down, but
yeah,
those are the top two. If I could work with both of them, then I'm done.
I know a lot more about Black Thought than I do Common.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever reacted to anything of Common's, but I have reacted to Black Thought. I need to dig into Common, and I heard he had a hell of a freestyle on.
Yeah. LA Leakers.
Yeah, I think I need to check it out. I'm so behind on everything. It's crazy. Okay, what are your thoughts on reactions and long bar breakdowns? Because to me, there's a difference between like a reaction and then a bar breakdown.
I like both. I think the reactions are really fun to watch. Like, just to see people, like look like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that, right? Like, or said that. Like, it's just fun to kind of see. But I will say that the bar breakdowns are great to see people try to figure out certain things. And, people get stuff right, people get stuff wrong, people miss stuff. It's always fun to kind of see that as well. For me, I enjoy both. I think both are great.
Yeah.
Depending on who it is, though, right? Like some people are great bar breakdown of reactors, and then some are great just personal reactors.
Entertainers,
right?
Yeah.
What I'll say is, I got into the reactors for Marvel movies when people were looking at, the Marvel movie trailers, and I would like reactors for that. And then I started to see people doing bar breakdowns for Eminem, and then people started breaking down my freestyles. And then when the most reactions and breakdowns I got was for WRAiTH. Like people were like,
oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I saw about 50 of them.
Yeah,
there was so many reactions for it. So I can see how you can have a separation in what you like when it comes to those types of things. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all of them,
Yeah. Do you have like some artists have certain times or days or whatever where they just chill to watch reactions to their music, or do you just kind of randomly?
I try to do it right before I go to bed. I don't really put out a lot of content for people to react to my stuff anymore like that. So it's not heavy-handed on my end, but I try to do it right before bed. Check out what people have been saying about me in that regard. Just to keep my ear to the streets.
Awesome. Who are your biggest influences and inspirations for your music?
I just think the world is, I pull from so many different spaces. I'll pull from, I got a whole project for my son. So I've pulled from him in that regard, right? I've pulled from movies. I've pulled from fictional characters and art. I've pulled from finance. So I think my inspiration just comes from doing things that people just don't do, as well as trying to impress people and educate people. That's to me is where I strongly live. I'm not here to showcase like a whole project with me just aimlessly rapping. Like I can't, like my brain doesn't function well trying to do something like that. I can do it. And I realized that a lot of, the underground for hip hop, that's what they want, but I can't. That's never just been me. Like I got to give you some substance here and there. So my new project that's coming out, it's so dense with subject matter, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
I am a sucker for substance. I love substance. And don't get me wrong, like my son and I have a podcast together, and we got in a little debate about beat versus lyrics. And he's Gen Z, you know.
Right.
He doesn't like mumble rap though, which I'm grateful for. But when he told me his top 3 on our last episode, I almost passed out because it's the exact same as mine, and I didn't know that, and he didn't know it was the same as mine.
So your top 3 is Eminem, Tech Nine, and who else?
It's Eminem 1, Tupac 2,
and Tech
3.
Wow.
Yeah, and then my top 5 is Eminem, Tupac, Tech Nine, King Crooked, and an F.
Oh yeah, I love King Crook, man. That's my guy. Did you see that like report that somebody? Because I was talking to one of the reactors. It was the big brolic reactor,
Stevie Knight.
So we were DMing after WRAiTH came out, and you know when Royce said, "Goat got rapper friends too," you know, I think I saw Crooked Eye tweet something, and then I DM'd Stevie Knight because we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I think I gotta respond to Crook. And he screenshotted that and put it to his fans, and then they took it and brung it to the internet, and then it turned into a big thing. And I was like, no, I'm always on the defensive. I don't want it to seem like I wanted to start trouble with all of these guys, you know. I have a very, very high respect for Crooked. I think he knows and understands that.
Did he ask your permission to do that?
No, he didn't. But you know, it's squashed. You know, I
good. Think I mean, I'm glad it's squashed, but that's you know, no disrespect, but that ain't cool. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, King Crooked is an amazing lyricist, and Joyner Lucas pops in and out of there sometimes too. You know, I like Joyner, but yeah, and that's my next question: is your top 5?
My top 5. I mean, I think it's just so tough to put these lists together.
Oh, it is. It is.
I feel like for me personally, I break it down into 3 spaces, right? Like I have a top 5 all time, top 5 old school, and then a top 5 new lyrics, right? So all time is Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, and Big Daddy Kane.
Great list.
Old school is Rakim, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, and Q-Tip. That's my 5. Now, new school artists is Lupe, Black Thought, Royce, Elzhi, and Fonte.
Amazing list. Amazing list. I really like, and I've just started listening to him, excuse me, over the last 2 year and a half, 2 years, I think. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah. Kendrick is well, yeah, Kendrick is like, he's in my top 10 new school artists.
Yeah, mine too.
I love him. I think he's incredible. I've worked with him twice, by the way.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
The Heart Part 5, bro.
Not so.
I cried in it.
As you should, man. Like he's such an amazing artist, and I appreciate him for what he does.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. We were talking about the daylight reaction, and I said people look at this and don't think bar breakdown, but people were in the comment section on the Heart Part 5 and Daylight reaction, saying, some people said, not gonna lie, I prejudged you, but you caught more bars than anybody I've watched, and I've seen like 30 reactions to this. Much respect. Thank you for teaching me not to judge a book by its cover. All kind of just amazing comment. You're invited to the cookout, and things of that nature, and when I get comments like that, because a lot of times, like with anything, any job, anything you do, there's times where you start feeling disheartened, or like you're not doing enough, or at least I do, I like I'm failing, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, and then I'll get a comment like that, and that's all it takes, and I'm just like, okay, I'm all right, it's gonna be all right. Yeah. So yeah, it means a lot. And I want to thank you for the love and support you show to the reaction community.
Oh yeah, I love you guys.
Because you don't have to. You don't have to. And the fact that you take the time to do that truly, truly is so greatly appreciated and an honor.
Yeah, I've shouted them out on freestyles. So I do my best to reach back, because we're human, and
yeah,
like we need to support each other in these regards. I've posted you on my Instagram about 3-4 times. On Facebook, it went viral. People were like, "Who is this auntie?"
Oh Lord, on Facebook.
Yeah,
I hardly ever do Facebook, because that's where all my family is, and the only people that know that I have a channel in my family are my 2 cousins. They used to live in Michigan, Detroit. Now they live in Minnesota. And then my son and my mom that live with me. That's it, because my family's extremely, especially my father and stepmother, over the top religious Bible thumpers. And I'm a believer. Don't get me wrong. I have faith in God and stuff like that. But they're like, and if they ever saw one of my reactions and just heard that I was listening to secular music, that I cussed, anything like that, they would disown me. And I'm not exaggerating, like for real. I mean, my dad quit speaking to me for a couple of months when he came in my room here, because I'm originally from Alabama, but I've lived in Tennessee since I was 10. When he came in my room and saw my wall, exact words out of his mouth is, "What are you doing with all them thugs on your wall?"
Right.
And I'm like, so ignorant. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I said, because these are people that inspire me, that have helped me.
Right.
So, but they just look at it as, they're just, it's crazy, very judgmental. Like, wow. With my CHF, my dad said, well, you're a junkie. You did it to yourself. You're a dope head, toothless, lazy, fat, worthless bum. So don't expect no support from me, because you did it to yourself and you deserve to die young. Oh. I'm like, oh, that's a very nice Christian thing to say. I wonder what Jesus would think about that. Right. Anyway. Wow.
So good. You have a family that is supporting you online. that love you online, that
Thank
respect
you.
you, that hold you at a high regard, that shout you out, and that's there for you. And sometimes family is not blood.
Look, yep. Yeah, my best friend was my little brother, and unfortunately, he passed away from brain cancer in 2015. So, yeah, and me and my son now, we're extremely close. So, I've made sure to do the opposite with
Mm.
him. I want him to know, like, I've never been able to talk to any of my parents about anything, like how I feel, anything. And so I always said I want my child to be able to feel comfortable to come and talk to me about anything and not be fearful that I'm going to judge him or put him down or whatever, you know. So,
Right.
all right. Next is just a list of your favorites. Favorite movie?
Inception.
Mm, good one. Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? For me personally, I really still to this day love the first 3 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy?
The
Really?
first three, the
I
first three
love Grey's
seasons.
Anatomy.
I loved Burke,
Yeah,
Preston Burke, man. He was my
that
favorite.
was old school Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, that's real old school. I haven't watched
Yeah.
any of the new stuff, but
It's
yeah,
been going on forever.
yeah, it has been.
I gotta get caught up on it.
But I'm gonna say The Office. The Office.
You know what? My big brother, that was his favorite TV show, and I really want to watch that. So that's my next thing I'm gonna binge watch. I love, like I said earlier, I'm addicted. I love true crime, but my favorite TV show that's still going on is The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh man,
Oh my God.
wow.
Oh, that is it. The new season comes out, season 5 next month, and I cannot wait. And then my favorite TV show that's not on anymore is Nurse Jackie.
Mm,
It's on Netflix. It's about a nurse who's a drug addict.
wow.
So it's a really good show. But I love a lot of shows. Shameless and Sons of Anarchy, Orange is the New Black,
I
Wentworth.
used to like Orange is the New Black. I stopped watching it.
It got old, didn't it?
I
It
wanted
got,
her. I wanted her to get out of jail.
yeah.
Did she ever get out?
I hadn't watched it in a minute.
I stopped at season 3. I couldn't take it anymore. I just wanted her to get out of jail. Like I just wanted her to get out of jail.
It seems like she got out, but then went back.
Oh, that's
If
crazy.
I remember correctly, I think.
Right.
I think they like went to court and she got out and then had to go back or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched it. So I think that's what happened though. And the chick with the red hair that played on that 70s show that she was girlfriends with or whatever.
Right.
Seems like I can't, I'm not going to say because I don't remember. Anyway, your favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian? I would have to say Earthquake. I love Earthquake.
I've never heard anyone say, but I don't think, I think I might have heard one or two bits.
He's
But
hilarious.
I need to check him out.
Between him and Dave Chappelle,
Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle's the goat. Well, there's so many I love. You know, I do comedy on TikTok, voiceovers, lip sync, and I love Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Richard Pryor. R.I.P. Robin Williams, R.I.P. Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. I mean, it's just so many. Gary Owen, he's funny.
Yeah, Gary Owen is funny.
It's a bunch of them. Your favorite color?
Somebody asked me this the other day, and I told them silver.
Mine's black.
But you know, it varies. It can go to blue, it can go to orange, go to yellow. Like I like all the colors. I think all of the colors are beautiful. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be silver at this personal time.
Yeah. Mine's black, and a lot of people are like, "That's not a color." I'm like, "Well, it's in the crayon box, so
Yeah,
it's a color."
Oh, definitely a color.
Who is your favorite music artist, any genre?
John P. Key. He's a gospel artist. I love him. He's my favorite artist of all time.
Awesome. Mine's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson is number 2.
But I named my son after Michael Jackson. He was born on Michael Jackson's birthday.
Wow. August 25th? Is that?
August 29th.
August 29th.
He passed away June 25th.
June 25th, right.
Yeah. I probably know the answer to this. Your favorite genre of music?
Hip hop.
Your favorite car?
Mercedes-Benz.
Song? Impossible. I couldn't name a favorite song. Some people can, but I can't.
I can't.
There's no way. Your favorite band?
Favorite band? I would have to say Aerosmith.
Ooh, that's a good one. Mine's Queen.
Queen is incredible. Mm-hmm. Queen is incredible. I would have Queen.
Your favorite animal?
Cheetah.
That's different. I like that.
I want to see cheetah run. I want to see it.
That reminds me of a comedy bit that Richard Pryor did about cheetahs. It was hilarious. Mine's dogs and elephants.
Wow.
Favorite sport?
Basketball.
Mine's football.
Okay.
Roll Tide. I don't really do pro football.
Okay.
Just college. Because to me, pro football, that's like their job. And I'm like, I don't want to watch somebody work.
Right. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I never thought about that in that space.
That's a bar. Your favorite food, as it like a dish? You're like,
I'm a big fan of fried rice. I love fried rice. That's probably my favorite food.
Oh, and then your favorite like type of food, like Italian, Mexican?
My favorite type of food is Asian food. I love Asian food, man. I love Korean. I love Japanese. I love Chinese. I love the style of food that they cook.
Mine's Italian. Love Italian.
Okay.
Your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Water.
Here's always in arm's reach.
I got my water right here.
Cheers. I hate water. I never drank water ever. Which, with my disease, water can actually kill me, because CHF is fluid around your heart.
Right.
So if you drink too much water, it can actually kill you. So,
oh goodness.
Your favorite restaurant?
It's a French restaurant in New York called Le Marais. It's a kosher steakhouse.
I love the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
And Olive Garden.
Okay. Not mad at that.
Your favorite non-religious book?
Favorite non-religious book would probably have to be. That's tough.
By non-religious, I mean like, because some people will say the Bible or the Quran. or I
it's hard.
mean,
It's the book thing is the same thing as the songs. It's like
yeah.
it's hard to pick a favorite book. I really like the autobiography of Johnny Cochran. I thought that was I like biographies. I like reading people's lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably my favorite book.
Mine is The Shack by William Paul Young.
Wow.
That book changed and probably saved my life.
Incredible.
It's that they made a movie, but the movie is not. I mean, it's good, but I've read the book 4 times. That's how much I love that book.
Wow.
I highly, highly recommend it. Your favorite season of the year?
Spring.
Mine's fall.
Nice.
I hate the heat. All right. Favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday. Favorite holiday to me is July 4th.
Mine's That's Christmas.
Okay.
Okay. What are some of your biggest pet peeves?
Pet peeve, I hate fake hair and I hate when people talk about me.
I have a lot.
Hilarious.
One of my biggest though is I'm a huge spelling grammar freak.
Oh yeah.
I can't stand to see misspelled words and things like that. It drives me crazy. Now, if I know it's like an abbreviation or whatever, that's different. But like when someone says you're welcome and they spell it Y-O-U-R, I'm like, bruh. But I don't ever say nothing. I used to be, when I was younger, bad about always correcting people. Now I just let it go and let my eye twitch and move on. And then another pet peeve of mine is people not responding if I send them a message. And I don't mean like, I don't expect people to respond like right away, but like ever. Like they just, they read it, they see it, and then you never hear from them ever. I can't stand that. All right. If you could rid the world of one thing, what would it be?
Guns. I would rid the world of guns. And then if the opportunity was given to me again to rid the world of something else, I would rid the world of diseases. There would be no disease, no cancer, no nothing.
That used to be my answer until I interviewed someone, and now my answer is their answer because it pretty much covers everything. Evil. Because that covers pretty much everything,
Are diseases evil?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, disease is not of God, I don't think.
I don't think a disease is evil. Well, the thing about it is evil is a concept, whereas diseases are scientifically
physical. Yeah.
Right.
I get that. But looking at it from a spiritual aspect, I think diseases are evil. But, that's just based though on my personal spiritual beliefs. You know what I mean? Because
that's fair.
Some things, like in the Bible, the lepers and, God allowed people to get sick to punish them and things of that nature. So, and I watched my little brother battle brain cancer and lived in and out of pediatric cancer units for a decade. And yeah, I think it's definitely evil. Now, I think it's a different kind of evil. I think there's different kinds of evil. Like, it's not the kind of evil like typically when people think of evil, they think of murder, or I can't say this word uh, online because of YouTube. Chomos.
Chomos?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I worked in a prison. That's what they call them in prison.
Wow.
Adults who touch kids inappropriately.
Oh, yeah, those guys need to go underneath the jail.
Yeah, that, that's evil. But like people tend to think things like that when they think of evil. But I think disease falls under the category of spiritually evil. That's just my personal, thing. And I could be wrong, who knows? What does it feel like to know that you're people's inspiration?
I'm grateful and I'm humble and I'm honored.
Yeah.
Because, it takes a lot to infiltrate someone's heart and mind and spirit with lyrics and advice and beautiful words. So
Mm-hmm.
grateful for it, truly.
Okay. What is your biggest goal for your life and then your biggest goal for your career?
Biggest goal for my life is to have a home in the cities that I love to be in, and be financially straight and make sure my family is financially straight. Biggest thing in my career currently right now is this being the #1 school for hip hop in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That is my focus right now, this school. It is culture changing, and I'm happy that I was able to create something like this.
I love the name of Pendulum. That's an amazing name.
Thank
I
you so
love
much.
that. You don't have to, but I'm going to ask because I ask everybody. Would you be willing to spit a little freestyle for me?
Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay.
You already know.
Wow. I wish you
You're
would have
on the
told me in
spot.
advance. I wish you would have told me in advance. Because then I would
I'm
have gave you
sorry.
something. You know what I'm saying? I'd have gave you something strictly for you. Let me see. What do I have that people haven't heard? Man, this is gonna be a little tough.
Do it off the dome.
Okay. Quick interview. It's kind of like an interlude. April G, Mickey Factz, and the flow is so lyrical. I appreciate her answer when she says she's so spiritual. Getting rid of everything that's evil is a miracle. I'm hearing you while you listen on your stereo. Or I could have been eating on some Cheerios. Instead, I got me coconut granola. And I am the sole controller. Like I was a one-player person on my PlayStation. Or I'm like in Islam and they hate nations, but I'm not talking about Islam in that matter. I'm just talking about when I rhyme and it's that fatter, but I'm a little skinny and it's really Mickey. The way I rhyme, you would think that this is Disney. Your girl came by, tried to give a hickey. So I let her do it, tossed away like a Frisbee. And it's all good the way I kick it. This is all lyrics and you feel it in your spirit. So when you hear it, it might just be in the clearance space that you hear. Shout out to my guy, Clarence. Remember, that's for Eminem on 8 Mile. And we got to give him a shout. He got a great style. Had to give you a fake smile. But it's cool because you know me, I make styles. And you see I'm a flirt, but not with my girl April with the P on my shirt. And people like to say that he is a jerk, but my hands are not on my man. I'm keeping it alert. Man, just think of my worth. I could do this all day when I'm speaking the verse. And it's like you see the thing in the back, double XL, the king of the rap. I can't wait to sing on the map. Bling, bling, it's facts. And the P's on the hat with the glasses on my face. people think this is just the classic in the space with the calendar. I'm a damager, and I like to eat rappers. I'm a scavenger, but it's cool though. Numero uno. Te lo cállate la boca, chulo. And we don't like the chomos. I used to rock the polo. Now I'm just solo. Oh no, you know the flow dope. And of course, when I rap it, people say it's a classic. Start clapping.
Ah, God, that was awesome. Hell yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing how you could just come up.
That was on the spot. That was on the spot.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's obvious. I love it. Love it. Thank you. And then last but not least, do you have any announcements and or shout outs you would like to make?
Yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's checking out April G Showers, one of the greatest reactors and bar breakdown people on YouTube. Indebted to her and her services for expanding my brand to her brand and getting people to find out about me through her personal brand. And I'm grateful for that. Shout out to Pendulum Inc. and the School for Hip Hop. Shout out to all lyricists. Shout out to all fans of hip hop. And yeah, man, we got semester 2 rolling around the corner next year. We're adding 4 or 5 new classes. If you're interested in signing up, please hit up penduluminc.com. We are looking into scholarships. We're also looking into tuitions as well as financial aid to get people to sign up and be a part of something that is changing culture. And if you want to get some merchandise, hit me up. We got the hats, we got the sweatshirts, we got the shirts, we got the pens, we got stickers, we have pennants. We have everything you need. Okay.
Awesome. And there will be a link for Pendulum Inc. in the description box, y'all. So be sure to click on that link and go check them out. And you also have the EP coming out in October.
Yeah, we got the album. It's an album. It's going to be like 10, 11 songs. I might even do some skits. So we might have, 12, 14 songs. Who knows? But yeah, we definitely got a project dropping. I would love if everybody go pick it up. It's going to be high lyrical content. We're doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff on there. So I can't wait to at least see April break down one of the songs.
Oh, I definitely will.
There's going to be a song on there that I definitely want you to break down. So I'm going to get that to you and I'm going to let you know.
Yeah, just hit me up and give me the link and I got you.
All right.
Well, it's been a huge honor to be able to interview you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to little old me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it so very much. And just thank you.
Absolutely. Anytime.
And thank you for everything you've contributed to hip hop. I mean, it's amazing. So
thank you. I appreciate you. Long live lyricism.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Long live lyricism.
All right, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of An Hour with April G Showers with Mickey Factz. And y'all, please be sure again to click on the link in the description box to penduluminc.com to check out the merchandise and the school. Please comment below y'all's thoughts on the interview. Please like this video on your way out. It's a lot more important than you think. And please subscribe to my channel, y'all. All right, y'all. April G. Score. Fist bump. Love y'all. And we'll see y'all in just a little bit. Peace out.